Welcome back, my mystical. I need to find a new one. So we had watchers.
Watermelons, man. No, it's
so we had watchers, we had warriors, but the thing is, warriors. Every time I bring it up, Mikey's like, "Oh, I claimed that hashtag." No, watermelons. It is
watermelon.
Welcome back, my mystical watermelons. So that'll be my thing now, at least like until I figure out a different W word. And today we're back with part 2 of top 10 tier lists. We left off part 1 going numbers 10 to 6, and today we'll be going through 5 to 1. If you didn't check that out, I'll leave a link down below. I had, the video came out yesterday, I guess, from when it's weird. We're recording it 2 days back to back, but the video will be whatever. It's like some Inception type thing.
Yeah.
But recording problems. I hate addressing time when I'm recording.
Yeah. Okay.
So
top 5s.
Top 5. So numbers 5, 4, and 3, we have the same characters in different order. So I guess we'll start off. We'll say them all, and then we'll go one at a time.
Yeah.
So at number 5, Hero has Sasuke, Curse Mark 2 Sasuke. I have Neji. At number 4, Hero has Neji. I have Tsunade. Number 3, Hero has Tsunade. I have Sasuke. So we'll start off with number. This is tricky because there's 3 characters we're discussing, right?
Yeah.
It was easier with the Sakura Rin because we're only
the Switch. Yeah. How about this? You take your number 5, and I'll take my number 5, and we'll just discuss on those 2, and then we'll move on from there. Okay.
So number 5, Neji. He just got a new limit break, putting him at 2,084 health and 2,478 attack before pills, and he has a counter for his field skill. Buddy's field reduces damage from body enemies by 20%, so the type he reduces the damage that he's weak against, which is really nice, right? So he can tank a little bit. Well, he's not the one tanking, but his buddy's skill.
Yeah.
Normal jutsu, which is really solid, 1.5 attack to all enemies in range. It has a mid-range attack, 70% chance to immobilize for 1 turn. And this jutsu is the key to why Neji is here. And there's ultimate jutsu, 40% chance to seal enemy jutsu for 5 turns, 6.8 attack. But I personally don't use his ultimate jutsu unless I'm trying to finish off a boss really quickly.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's always consistent spamming his normal jutsu, generating chakra, example, and just constantly doing that. And that's why I have Neji at number 5, and then I guess I'll go over the other ones after. So why do you have Sasuke at number 5?
Alright, so I mean, we obviously know that he's got insane attack, 2,132, but the reason why I have him at number 5 and not at number 3 where you have him is mainly because, sure, double dodge is useful in most situations, but I can see where, in a sense, Tsunade's healing or Neji's immobilization, like, kind of takes priority over it, because, I mean, if we really think about it, Sasuke's jutsu is meant for bosses, right? And sometimes throwing up chakra or healing or something like that. But if you use Neji, you can have the immobilization and just hit hard and still get everything you need to do to beat the raid, in a sense. But I mean, Sasuke is a insanely good character. But yeah, that's sort of my reasoning for having him that low in the top 10.
Okay, so that kind of explains why you have. So now, why Neji over? So you kind of went over it right now, right? You said why you wanted Neji over Sasuke.
Yeah.
So then I have Tsunade at 4, and I guess go over her, and you can explain why you have her at the top. So I have Tsunade above Neji, which we both agreed on. It's just Sasuke's placement is where we disagree. So Tsunade, with her limit break, 2216 health, 2482 attack. Her attack is solid, right? We're talking about like 2500 attack, more than QB Naruto, more than like limit broken Sasuke, more than both limit broken Sasuke's, or all 3 limit broken Sasuke's, because there's so many.
Yeah.
But the attack's not the important thing. It's that she has the highest heal in the game. Right? She can heal 1280 per person, including herself, up to 3 people. So I'm too lazy to multiply things out, but it's more than Sakura. Take my word on it.
3,840.
There you go. So,
Yeah.
3,840, which is about 600 more than Sakura's heal. At, maximum potential, in a sense. But the thing that's so good about Tsunade is her versatility, right? You can use her to heal yourself for a quick 1,280. You can heal 2 people, for 2,560. Or you can heal all 3, for that 3,000 whatever number you just said that I forgot.
Yeah.
And that's like a solid thing. She also removes jutsu ceiling, which doesn't happen as often, but it's definitely a plus. Her field and buddy skill, I think, are a little bit useless. I wouldn't say useless.
Yeah,
They're very situational. And then she has, a nice one enemy ultimate 7 times attack for 8 chakra. Same thing as Neji. The situation I said before, I don't really use it that much. Actually, I rarely use it. Neji's I use more because it does solid damage. But let's see. Well, technically Tsunade's does more. I didn't even notice that.
I want to touch a little bit on Tsunade.
Okay.
So when we talk about a top 10 list, I want to also include a portion of the game, which is Phantom Castle. And with this meta where it's, everybody's bringing in a skill and unit, Tsunade destroys all of them. Like, especially now, because, healers are pretty good now with Phantom Castle, because, everyone's doing so much damage to you, where healing is a pretty good thing when you can also attack with, 2,482 damage, just straight off the bat kind of thing. It helps out on Phantom Castle also.
Okay, I see your point. So
Yeah.
that's why we had Tsunade over the other, not just, the other healers as well as the other people in the tier list. So now I'm going to go over for my number 3 why I have Sasuke here.
Yeah.
So like you said, immobilizing, right, it does the damage, it stops them in their track, it stops multiple people, right? Sasuke is used for boss. Now the other thing that people forget about is that when you perfect dodge, they use their move, right? When you immobilize, you're just delaying an attack from happening. So if someone has a danger, and Sasuke can perfect dodge that, they have used their move and now it's on cooldown in a sense, right? You don't have to worry about an attack coming up anytime soon. And the thing is, you can stack Sasuke's perfect dodge up to 12 times, meaning that he can take 12 hits from any source, not just one person, right? If you had 6 people on the map hitting him twice, that's considered 12 hits.
Yeah.
So he can take up to 12 hits before breaking his perfect dodge, and it can go not infinitely. It can go up to 20 turns. It also generates chakra, right? So it's an infinite amount, in a sense, right? You can just keep on doing it over and over and over again. So the thing is that he doesn't have that innate damage in him like Neji does, where he can immobilize plus damage. The thing is, Neji's multiplier is 1.5, which is really low, and the content's at the point where Neji will never be able to kill a unit with his rotation. He'll only be able to perfect dodge. He'll only be able to immobilize and do some damage, but he'll never be able to kill a unit. And I think the fact that he can't kill a unit with rotation is why I have him lower, right? If Neji's jutsu was strong enough to both kill and immobilize consistently, we're not talking about he can finish flow enemies, he can, hit 4 or 5 people at once, but he can't kill them. So that is the difference between having him lower and taking the spot of Sasuke for me. And then his jutsu, for a free unit, Sasuke has the highest damage possible, right? There's no other free unit that can compete in damage with Sasuke. So that's the other reason why I have him at number 3, right? He is free. He is, you got the 99 luck aspect to it, and that I'm taking that into account for a tier list, right? That's not necessarily, that's my personal thing. If other people don't agree with that, that's fine, but I personally take that into account when doing this tier list, because it's just how useful they are in this game, right? Not just how strong the character is. If that was the case, I'd have Minato higher.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
you also gotta add in the fact that cost, whatever it is now, 80 from the start, you can cut it down to 40, which is
easily.
a huge plus.
Right. You get 6 copies of him. Free character. You don't have to get him to 99. You just get 6 copies of him, and he's at 40. you can get 6 copies of Minato or someone else, go ahead. I'll put him higher on the tier list if you can make it so that everyone gets 6 copies of him. But that's not the case, unfortunately. So he's, in a sense, I look at Sasuke at having 40 cost, right? Not 80.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, 2 of his abilities reduce damage by 5%. So he takes 10% reduced damage. He has a counter, and his buddy skill reduces damage by 10%. So I feel like all of that together puts him higher than Neji and Tsunade. But it's like the same reason. Like, you have the Phantom Castle part in it, and I personally don't use healers in Phantom Castle. I use I just go pure damage all the way and try to win that way. But so there's like a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Right, which is perfectly fine, right? It's not like, oh, you have Tsunade up, so I don't respect your opinion. No, it's like, I get your point, but I disagree and have my own point in the same way that you disagree with mine.
I can see. Yeah.
So that was already 11 minutes in. Let's move on. The next 2 we both agree on, so this shouldn't take that long.
Yep.
Number 2 we have Jiraiya, and for those of you wondering, what the hell is Jiraiya doing here? We made, if any of you watched the podcast or the Blazing podcast on Papa Berto's channel, you would have seen the mini debate. I also had a mini debate with Zenrot, but I respect his opinion. Good guy. Alright, no hate.
Yep. But
either way, I have Jiraiya. Well, we have Jiraiya this high because of his ability to immobilize, and he can pretty much. Long story short, you never use his ultimate jutsu. For 5 chakra, he has 3 times attack, which is double Neji's. It's long range, and it has the same amount of chance of immobilizing as Neji, if you have all abilities. It has 70% chance of immobilizing. And then on top of that, he has 100% chance of slip damage for 5 turns. So, that is just like, you can get consistent ultra combos off, and for those of you who don't know, ultra combo is 15 hit count attacks. They generate 1 chakra for your front row characters. Let's say you have 3 Jiraiyas, and the thing is, you can realistically on your own have 3 Jiraiyas on a team. So I'm not even talking about multiplayer. Multiplayer is just so much easier to have 3 Jiraiyas. Let's say you have 3 Jiraiyas on your own. You can just have all 3 up front, and then use a Jiraiya, immobilize, have the next person use it, have the next person use it, and then your first Jiraiya will already be like back at 3 chakra.
That's actually how we got past the Sasuke raid so easily. I'm pretty sure most, if not all of us, has him maxed out to 150 and 99 luck and everything, right?
You mean, no, Jiraiya doesn't go to 150.
No, Sasuke I'm talking about. Like, from the raid.
Oh, yeah, like, all of us have it because we were able to do, like, 2-minute runs because we had 3 Jiraiyas. Like,
the man literally is OP. Like, his jutsu is, and his buddy skill is also... See, I look at him like... He's taking away 2 people that we don't need anymore. You know, like, we got Neji. Even though Neji's a great character, Jiraiya kind of makes him a little bit pointless. You know, he's got the perfect... Or not perfect, but, immobilization, along with slip damage, and then he also takes away the Phantom Castle Sakura, with having the buddy healing, which is great for stalling, like I said earlier. But literally, this man is pretty good. Like,
yeah, better than good.
Yeah.
So but that kind of you pretty much went over everything, and not only that, he's amazing in Phantom Castle also.
Yeah.
What, you have anything else?
Not really.
Okay. So we went over why Jiraiya number 2. Now number 1 we have QB Naruto, 1-tail Naruto, 9 tails cloak shrouded Naruto, whatever the hell you want to call him. Alright. So this guy, number 1, and I don't think this is much of a debate because this highest attack in the game, right? 2410. The man can boost himself infinitely to 150%. Right? It's just absolutely insane. His buddy skill reduces damage by 15%, and then you got his ultimate nuke that, put in perspective, without any damage boost, his normal jutsu does more damage than anyone's jutsu in this entire game. So he has the highest damage jutsu for 8 chakra, And on top of that, his normal jutsu gives him a 50% boost for 9 turns, which can stack up to 20. And also returns 2 chakra.
Yeah, this man is a literal nuke. Like, he is I'm gonna say the only nuke in the game at this time. His second jutsu, without any boost, is 28,920. Now times that by 150%, and you can pretty much take out any boss within not too much effort. Okay, guys. So
right, and then he also has right. It's like 10 times attack to all elements, and then it's 12 times attack to wisdom. So the type that he's already strong against, he already does more damage to it. That's why if you bring him on Sasuke raid, you know, your people are hitting him for like 1,100,000 every time with three boosts. The dude almost one-shot Sasuke on S rank. He one-shots Sasuke on A rank with like 1 boost or 2 boost.
Yeah, boost.
So it's like obnoxious how good this card is, and this is the difference between him and Minato. Where I wanted to say before is that his damage is so high that you can bring Naruto on any single type of mission. Like type meaning like character type, right? Body, skill, heart, wisdom, bravery. Bring him on any type mission, and he'll still be able to nuke the boss. Minato, on the other hand, will do some damage to all the types, and then do an okay amount of damage to wisdom in comparison to Naruto, right? The thing is, before Naruto existed, Minato's damage is really good. And then they decide to release a character that can do 5 times the amount of damage Minato does. So that's kind of why Naruto's up here, Minato's so much lower. As characters come out, other characters get outclassed, and this is a perfect example of it. You know, maybe a couple of weeks down the line, this list won't be as accurate as it was before, but at least you have an idea at this point in time how good the characters are. I don't think this list will change much as time goes on, since the game's slowing down. It'll definitely change, but you know, I've never made a list before, and Hero made a list a long time ago, I know that. So it's definitely like a lot of things have changed since then. So maybe we could do a thing where we do this list maybe once a month, once every other month, something like that. So you guys have an idea of how things changed, and I guess that's about it.
Yeah, so, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed our top 10. No, I know there's a lot of points where people are like, what is this? What is this? But like, at the end of the day, it's our opinion. Of course, we base it on facts and everything, but you know, it's really up to you guys to decide what you guys believe is your top 10. Because you know, it's so situational and everything else. But yeah, so that's it.
Hope you guys enjoy, and enjoy your inner watermelon. Peace out, guys.